Well, we're on another adventure, and it was going to be a good adventure till unfortunately we're broke down. But we just bought this really cool 1991 Clarion motorhome that we were going to use for towing the hovercraft. And well, we got not even halfway home with it and it broke down. So now it's raining and we're broke down and we've called a tow truck. So tow truck's on the way. I'm closing it up until the truck gets here. But yeah, it's a pretty motorhome. I don't know what happened to it. It's something in the front end. It's a front wheel drive, so it's either universal joints or it could just be the brakes could be locking up. But yeah, it's not accelerating. You can hear a clanking noise, so I don't know what's going on, but I know it's not going to make the other hour-and-a-half drive back to Lake Placid. So anyway, this is our new motorhome. Like I say, we got it mainly because it's got the trailer hitch on it, and we were gonna take and use it for towing the hovercraft. But until we get it fixed, it's not gonna be towing anything. But before it acted up, man, it drives really nice. Yeah, I like it. I'm hoping I can fix it up. Hopefully it won't be anything too major, but it's called a Clarion. They only made 275 of them. And it's got the Ford 351 in Windsor engine in it. And it's a pretty thing, but pretty don't get you home. But I'm sure once I can get it home, work on it, it'll be nice. But yeah, it's not a good sign when you break down on the way home. Okay, y'all, Merlin here. Last you saw of this RV, we broke down on the side of the highway, bringing it home. Anyway, this is a Clarion motorhome. They were built by Coachman. Only 270 of them were ever built. This one apparently was owned by Budweiser. That's why it has the eagle striping, and on the very back it has USA with the A being the Anheuser-Busch symbol A. So generator inside there, 2800 watt generator. It's got all kinds of storage. What's unique is the hood flips open, and the whole hood flips open like a semi-truck. And this thing is actually front wheel drive. I haven't looked at the condition of all the drive line yet. What happened on the way home, we had an issue. I'm hoping it's not the CV joints, because I've heard the CV joints are not easy to find. But anyway, I hit the brakes real hard, and then right after that, I mean, it was driving beautifully, and I had to hit the brakes real hard at a stoplight because some traffic stopped in front of me. And what happened there was, I'm thinking it's probably got old brake lines. I think maybe the brakes might have stuck, so I'm gonna have to pull the wheels off and check the brakes. It's got new tires, and last night we had a serious rainstorm, and I'm happy to say that it did not leak. Well, if you remember, this poor motorhome didn't make itself make it to the house on its own power and had to be brought in on a rollback. It was running great, and then it wasn't. The engine was still running fine, but something was making a bad vibrating, crunching noise, and we determined it wasn't going to make it home on its own. And it's a good thing we did to get it put on a rollback, because I pulled the drive shaft out. There's the drive shaft. Didn't take long to pull it out, and there would be the culprit right there. That universal joint is totally snapped. It even busted the universal joint piece right there, snapped the whole side of the universal joint out, which in turn then busted this all up, chunked out the part right there, as you can see. So yeah, you can see that totally chunked that out right there, all the way to where the teeth are. So that part is history. Look at this, tore the whole side of the universal joint out, including the constant velocity joint housing itself. So that was probably minutes from probably separating from the whole vehicle. So anyway, it'll be an easy fix. I actually found a whole nother drive shaft on Amazon, and it'll be on its way pretty soon. So I think we're going to be okay once I get the new drive shaft in. I checked the constant velocity joints at the axles. The rubber boots all look good, so they should still be in fine shape. So that makes me happy, because those constant velocity joints at the wheels, those are the ones that are like $2,000 a piece when you have to replace them. So the fact that they're still in good shape, I think once I replace the drive shaft, I should be good. Like I say, this thing drove exceptionally well. I mean, I was literally just tickled to death how well it was driving, and before it started making all the noise and coming apart. So I'm hoping I can fix it up and start actually driving it again. I've went ahead and already got the title in my name, got insurance on it, so it's all legal. It just needs to put the drive shaft back in. So we're going to get that done, and we'll keep you updated. This is Merlin. I'm out. So there's the original Clarion joint, and as you can see, it totally not only just busted out the universal joint, it actually chunked out part of the whole Clarion joint itself. So it wasn't just a matter of putting new bearings in this thing. We had to get a whole nother Clarion joint. You can see how it beat that all up. See where it just totally broke that completely out. And the Ford mechanic that I talked to, he said that didn't just happen. That's been like that. So yeah, that was like that. I have a feeling the people I got it from probably knew that. So anyway, yep, that's what the issue was. Definitely was not an easy fix, but I got it together. It took me some doing, but I've got the Clarion back together. The front drive shaft Clarion joint, the universal in it was totally busted. In fact, had a guy come by to visit about doing some construction work for us, and I showed him what it was. Turned out he was a Ford guy, and he said yeah, he said you can clearly tell that was been broken for a while. But I'm gonna try to stick the camera up under here and let y'all see if you can see what the difference is. But there's the drive shaft there, up under there, and that big joint underneath there is the Clarion joint. I guess that's how you pronounce it. That connects to the transmission. And that Clarion joint, the universal joint on it, was totally busted up. So I bought a brand new drive shaft that had the brand new Clarion joint on it. That was for a Ford F-350, which is what I heard this thing's chassis was built on. And lo and behold, it was too long. So I was like, well, that kind of sucked. So anyway, long story short, the Clarion joint was in good shape, but the drive shaft was too long, and I need to make it wouldn't fit up in there. So I had to disassemble the new drive shaft and the old drive shaft and Frankenstein together the old drive shaft with the new Clarion joint and combination of the old universal joints and new universal joints. But I'm happy to say that it is back together, and I test drove it down the street and back, and it drove just fine. So what we'll do with it yet, I don't know. I really like it, so I'm probably going to keep it for a while. I've got insurance and tags on it already, so not really in a hurry to resell it. But there's some other things I need to do. I need to get the air conditioning working on it, and there's other things I need to check over. The generator's not running. I want to get that going. But yeah, all in all, I'm kind of tickled that I got that thing back together. So anyway, that's the Clarion, and it's drivable again. So should be seeing it doing some more adventures with my adventures with Merlin. So anyway, that was our progress for today. I've had people ask about what kind of motorhome is this. Well, this is a 1991 Clarion. Only 270 were made. This one's number 113, and brand new they were about $100,000. They're definitely a luxury motorhome back when they first came out. And this one here, from what I was told, was owned by the Anheuser-Busch company in Texas, and that's why it has the red, white, and blue paint job. And you notice the USA, that's your Anheuser-Busch style A. So this one's probably a collector piece just because of the history of it with the beer company. Anyway, it runs and drives. It's currently insured and everything, and drivable. I've got the gas door off right now because somebody had tried to do some filler work on the door itself, and they put too much Bondo, so the door wasn't fitting flush. So I'm gonna fix that. So I've got the gas door off. The generator will start, but it won't keep running. Apparently it's an issue just with this type of generator, because the same thing is doing the same thing in my road trek over there. It'll start and it'll run as long as you hold your finger on the start button. Once you let off the start button, it just dies. So obviously it must be some kind of known issue with the that model generator. I'm thinking it must be pretty efficient to operate. because right now you can probably hear the air conditioning running in there, and I've actually got it plugged in to a 3,000 watt inverter, which I have powering the whole shop here. So yeah, yeah, it's being powered off a 3,000 watt inverter right now, and the air conditioning is running. I'm gonna give you a little tour of the inside. People have asked me what the inside of the Clarion looks like. Oh, it's starting to feel good in here. I haven't had the AC on that long. It's starting to feel pretty good in here. You can hear the AC running and all. It's got these fold up into 2 benches, and then in here is a fold-out table, and you got some cup holders there. You got a stereo up there with speakers. You've got storage areas there. Same on the other side over here. You got storage area, and you got windows that pop out. Nice 2-burner cooktop. Got a microwave. Got nice storage in here. And got a double sink with nice little covers over it. The thing's still dirty. I haven't cleaned it up since I bought it. This is what I love. I love this little storage thing here that slides out for putting canned goods and stuff into. You got that. Then you got multiple drawers here. Well, there we go. They probably need greasing or something, or they're just really good latch things on them. But and then you got some space under there. You got your refrigerator here. You got more storage space here. There's all kinds of storage space in this thing. That's one thing I love about it. It's got all kinds of storage space. There's your water pump shut off and stuff there. And then under this panel here is where your heater and electrical stuff and all is. It pops back in there. I don't have it lined up right. Anyway, where's it pop in? Oh, there we go. Yeah, just like that. Then you got storage cabinets here. Nice big storage cabinets here. And then you got the bathroom. And the bathroom's got a vent fan, a shower, toilet, sink, mirrors. So yeah, this thing's pretty cool. Originally they would have 2 other seats back here that would fold into a bed, but the woman I got it from, she used to carry her birds with her when she traveled, and she had a bird cage would sit there, and then her dog would sleep on that side there. And you got real nice leather seats that, surprisingly for the age, are in really good shape, and they're not even torn. At least I don't think there's any tears anywhere. I'm still looking, but about the only thing I've seen, there's a few cracks in the dash, and from what I understand, that's just a standard Ford dashboard. I forget what your model truck they said it came out of, but engine runs good. It's 351 Ford Windsor engine, and I'm missing the switches here for the power mirrors and the power window mirror heat. It only has one driver's side door there that opens. This side here doesn't open. You do have a window there that slides open, but it's leaking, so they got it taped closed. You have a overhead console assembly here for your generator and all the other kind of stuff here. You know, your main power. You see you got lounge, aisle, galley, dinette, overhead lights. Everything's working on that. You got your holding tanks, freshwater tank, LP gas. It's got 3/4 of a tank LP gas. Battery check, fully pump controls, you know, for the water pump. It works. Only thing's not working, like I say, is the generator. It'll start as long as you hold the switch. It'll stay running, but then it cuts off. It's even got a sunroof in it. they've got some crappy tint in it that's coming apart. I might try to scrape that off sometime, make that look better. But they told me they've got it sealed so it wouldn't leak. But it's got little pull down screens for the windows. It's got little like blinds that come down. You can see the blinds that come down. They're pretty cool. So you can, you know, pull them off. And all the blinds seem to be on here except for one in the back's missing. That one right there is missing. But it's got all the others. Starting to feel pretty good in here. This air conditioner working nicely. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It's got a stereo. I don't know if there's even an antenna hooked up. I haven't really messed with it. But yeah, it's a stereo back in here. I haven't tried to even tune anything. I don't even know if it's even turned on. Oh, there it is, power. Okay, let's see, there's volume. There's volume there. I don't know if they're even gonna find a station to pick up. I don't know. I don't think it has an antenna on it. Yeah, I don't think it even has an antenna. Because the tuner's working, I can hear a little bit of sound through the speakers, but not catching anything. I don't know why that's on record. I don't know why. Should not be on record. Should be on stereo. Got multiple speakers. Like I say, I haven't even played with the thing. There's AM. It'll probably catch some AM station and blow me out of it probably. But anyway. Big connection. Oh, there's something.
Licenses with a forged.
Oh, hell, look there.
The real.
Okay, well, the stereo works. That's cool. So, anyway, yeah, so the stereo in that works. I didn't know if it works. That's pretty cool. Anyway, this is the inside of the Clarion. A few people on Facebook have asked me what the inside looked like. Well, this is what it looks like. It's a pretty cool little vehicle. By far the best driving motorhome I've ever driven, because it's four-wheel independent suspension. This thing even has, I believe it's power seats in this thing. Pretty sure it was power seats. Yeah, it's power seats in this thing. You can see the power seat control there. It's actually hooked up and operational right now, so I didn't even know if it was powered up. But yeah, the power seats are powered up right now. So yeah, this thing, when it came out in '91, it was a luxury vehicle for sure. It's got a pile stereo with built-in digital screen. I think it's like a built-in GPS or something like that. I don't know all the details about it. I think there's a manual for it somewhere, but I'm not sure where the manual is. Might be in the house. There's all kinds of different books and stuff that came with it. I haven't looked through everything. I've actually got the original Clarion owner's manual also with it. It's got a little TV up there. I haven't even tried to see if the TV even comes on. Let's see here. I don't see nothing coming on. Yeah, that's probably not powered up. Oh, wait a minute. It is trying to come on. Huh. Of course, it's not going to pick up anything because it's the old over-the-air stuff. It's not going to pick up any of the digital stuff now. But I'll be darned, the TV in it works. That's kind of crazy. So if you had a digital converter box, I don't know where you'd find one of those nowadays, but if you had a digital converter box, you could probably hook it up to it and watch TV, because it actually has a roof-mounted antenna that you can raise up. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, that's a walk around of the Clarion. I might be putting it for sale soon. It needs to be cleaned. But yeah, the AC's feeling pretty good in here. Hardly want to go out. So this is it. For anybody's been wanting to know what the inside of the Clarion is, I've nicknamed it the Big White Beast, because that's pretty much what it is, a big white beast. Compared to the road trek, it's definitely a big white beast. And anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the little tour of the 1991 Clarion. What's really cool is you see how low the steps are. The body, since they use independent suspension, it sits real low to the ground, so it's really easy to step in and out of. And it's got a nice awning. The awning's actually in good shape. I've actually opened it up before. And overall, it's not in bad shape for something from 1991. The whole hood on this thing opens up like a semi-truck. You pop these levers there, and this whole hood hinges forward, and you can access the whole engine just like you would like in a big old semi-truck. So that's something I like about it. It's really cool because easy to maintain. But that's it. 1991 Clarion. Alrighty, we're in the Clarion. I'm gonna start it up and you can see we got good oil pressure and everything. Got a full tank of gas. Temperature's normal, battery's charging, the engine's idling good, and I'm gonna drive it up the street and turn around so I can put it back in the driveway. So here we go. This is driving the Clarion. Tell it drives pretty good. Go up here and turn around. Not too bad a turning radius, but it's not as tight as a Subaru, of course. But anyway, you can see it has pretty good acceleration. There's 35 miles an hour that quickly. Slow down. We're in the driveway. See how close I can get it up to the front this time. There we go. Yeah. But anyway, that was a little test drive of the Clarion. Hope you enjoyed it. You could definitely see that, yep, it drives. It runs and it drives. It's pretty rare. So anyway, this is Merlin, and I'm out.